pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
Let's go, fellas.
Ready?
180. 55. Hey, eat.
Express!
Keep it up, guys.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Mike 5-5.
Gun.
Check 99. Check 99. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're going to set. We're going to set, buddy.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey!
I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Great, great. Great, great, great. Nice pass.
Zoom, zoom. 54.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Great, great, great.
Mike's 5-4. I got one. I got one.
Ready?
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Hey, hey, watch it. Watch it.
20. 20.
Watch that. Watch that. 54. Mike, 54.
Hey!
Come on, QB. Come on.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun, gun. Nice pass.
55. Hustle. I'm going back to you.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Mike 55. Mike 55. He can't hang.
Gun, gun.
He's not going to get me. Check. 64. Wait. Check right.
I get it.
Check right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1.
Check 3.
Down and 6.
Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly.
It's 2020, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Kill. Watch the screen. There we go, kill. He's coming. We got double up. We're going to 53.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Switch it. 20. Switch it. Express.
On the draw, this is Davis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, it's caught by Davis. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Express.
3rd and 2. Newton completes it to Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. A first down carry for Davis. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Newton, he'll get this one complete to Davis. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, here's Newton. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see the...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 81 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
On second down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Kill. We're going to 54. Right,
check. 59. Okay, double screen. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Go. Get out there. Whip. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Kill. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
To try again after the sack. Newton, he's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55.
Gun.
55.
Greg.
12 on.
Express.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right there, 54.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Hey, let's get that ball here.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Switch it, hey.
I got it.
Go, get up, winning,
Again, it's Elliott. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
47. Gun.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Target. Mike.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On first down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is right now.
He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 88 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 50, check 50.
Gun.
55. Eat. Watch the run.
20. Express.
Mike 55.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now Newton on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
65. Big dash. Go. Check.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 94 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the former Tar Heel back here in Carolina, Robert Quinn. Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Great. 8.
Check 24.
Off play action. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check right. Watching you five. I'm scared.
Newton throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Again, Newton. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Great.
They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come off the ball.
They go to Elliott again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we're going to 54 right here.
Tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
26.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59.
On switch, 26.
They'll run for it with Pollard. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 68 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Newton now to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Back, 20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I got you, pop. Here we go, 47. Under. Hey, defense. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on the